Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for LeBron James. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Petrus. Bosh with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Miller, no luck. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Redick. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Tell you what, with the long-range game Redick has, you can sometimes forget how good his mid-range game is, too.
LeBron kicks to Chalmers. Back to James. Pass to Miller. A 3-ball. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Petrus out to Nelson. Now here's Petrus. Here's Nelson. Howard dishes to Petrus. 4 on the clock. A 3 from Anderson. Rebounded by Chalmers. Miami leading by 5. Wade outside. Pass to LeBron. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Lobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No shying away from contact there.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And the shot is good. Howard's got 8 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Wade surveying the D. Miller, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Petrus. Lets it go with the 3. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Looking dangerous from deep.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Lewis checked in for the Magic. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Number 1, the Heat.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Wade finds Bosh. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And, you know, Chris Bosh is so skilled close to the bucket. Get him the ball, and he'll find a way to score.
Nelson, the pass to Lewis. Pass to Howard. It's slammed in by Howard.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one up.
No, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
The more good work he does inside, the more it helps his entire game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package. Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot, because you're going to play hard in both games. So if you can get the tank on full heading into the 2 games back-to-back, that serves you well.
Now here's Anderson after Dwayne Wade's miss. Outside for Lewis for three. And the three ball is good. It's all knotted up.
And this is how assertive Lewis is on offense. He loves going right up with these shots.
Pass to Wade. Now Bosch. LeBron outside. Inside. Miller. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 2.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Anderson against James. Pass to Miller. Lots of room. Miller with another miss.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Nelson with it. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Anderson. That one, no good. Good D by James. Chalmers against Nelson. Bosch kicks to Wade. Back to Bosch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Chris Bosch really making a difference here.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And a new group in for the Heat. Foster's checked in for Bosch. Haslam comes in for LeBron. Prince has checked in for Miller. And Marquise Daniels has subbed in for Wade. Nelson kicks to Bass. Magic moving the ball around. Pass to Lewis. 2 on with the ball.
Miami foul. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Nelson dishes to Bass. Back to Nelson for the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Daniels. Kicks it out to Prince. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. A rebound by Gorchak. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Really left alone that time. And the Magic lead by 2.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Prince with a screen on Nelson. Chalmers passes to Prince. Stolen by Lewis. In the corner, it's Nelson. Puts up a 3. Here's Bass. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And Orlando making a change here. Petrus is checked in. James checked in for the Heat. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hey, every defender wants to deny LeBron, but if you fall for the pump fake, all you'll do is commit a foul.
The Magic making a switch here. Duhan's checked in, and both free throws good for LeBron. And so here's Orlando. 3-point lead. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly. Dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
And here are the Heat now, following the shot by Jameer Nelson. It's Prince on the wing. LeBron against Nelson. It's hauled in by the Magic. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Richardson, he's checked in for Jameer Nelson. Here's LeBron. Knocked loose. Gortat with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Lewis on the wing. Guarded by Prince. And here is Duhan. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Shot clock at 6. Richardson for 3. And it's Haslam with the rebound. The Heat trail by 5. On the wing, Daniels, defended by Duhan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
LeBron James refusing to be denied, just muscling through that foul to get the shot off.
Vassili's checked in for the Magic. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Now Duhan. Pass to Gortat. And here's Bass. Shoots from the elbow. Prince grabs the miss.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's LeBron. And he hits it to tie the game up. And 11 points for LeBron.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Duhan with the ball. James covering. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Gortat inside, defended by Foster. And Gortat gets it to go in on the assist by Lewis. Outside, James. Pass to Daniel. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Orlando Magic. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
For 3, Petrus. No good that time. And so James will bring it up for the Heat. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And he elevates for the slam. March in, Gortat.
Oh, stylish slam by Dwayne Wade. Never wanted to pass or a chance to make a statement.
Here's Duhan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Excellent job forcing the issue inside right there. He really earned that call.
And the Heat making a change here. Chalmers is checked in, and that trip coming up empty, missing both. Pass to Bosch. Back to Miller. And here's Wade, defended by Duhan. Count it, good. And it's a 6-point Heat lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the inside. Looking to end the run. Got a hand on it. And there's the drive. Plays it up and banks it in. Miller's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Well, you look at Miller. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, James Jones, another sniper. He'll hurt you from 3-point land.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Now, here's Lewis. who's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Here's Wade after marching Gortat's bucket. Chalmers outside. Pass to Bosch. Back to Chalmers. Now here is Miller. Jacks up a 3. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got 3 assists tonight. Down low, stolen by Bosch. Beatrice against Wade. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Bass. Here is Duhan, defended by Chalmers. Beatrice from outside. Miami grabs the miss. Miller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Bass.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Duhan passes to Gortat. Magic moving the ball around. Bass against Bosch. And Gortat kicks to Lewis. From downtown, Duhan's shot is off. Well, Heat leading by 9. Here's Wade. Orlando grabs the miss. Gortat's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Beatrice. Last game out, he had 14. Stolen by Bosch. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Miller. That one goes in. Miller's got 7 now in this quarter. The Magic have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Duhan passes to Lewis. Now Duhan. There's a screen by Gortat. To the paint, 6 to shoot. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Duhan. Gortat's got 6.
And this is where Gortat does so much of his damage. A towering 7-footer with a sweet touch.
Wade finds Bosch. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. That's 10 points for Chris Bosch.
Doubling down, sets the screen and converts.
Lewis sets the pick for Beatrice. Lewis outside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Here's Bosch. To the wing on the left. Pass to Miller. Now, here's Wade, covered by Beatrice. Wade passes to Bosch, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bass. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and backcourt for the Heat.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team, just as you might expect. The bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Second team foul.
So it's Orlando now. Duhan with the ball. Some room here for Richardson. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Miller kicks to Haslam. Chalmers outside. Pass to Miller. Over Lewis. Offensive rebound. And they'll get another chance. Chalmers outside. Haslam with it. Defended by Anderson. Chalmers outside. Back to Miller. Down low. Here's Wade. It's good. Wade's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Well, you see how Wade adjusts to whatever the defense throws at him? Strong finish there.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Chalmers. Lewis against Miller. Chalmers outside. Back to Miller. Clock at 4. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Chalmers has got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
And when Howard gets it going, watch out. It's scary to see him dominate like this.
The Heat leading by 11. Bosch, a screen on Richardson. Wade dishes to Bosch. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit. And then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against San Antonio, it's one that should be a fun contest. The way the teams stack up against each other makes for some good basketball.
And Miami making a change here. Jeff Foster's checked in for Bosch. LeBron comes in for Udonis Haslem. Prince is checked in for Mike Miller. And Marquise Daniels has subbed in for Wade. Now here's Lewis after LeBron James's miss from outside the arc. Here's Howard. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
The Magic making a switch here. Petrus is checked in. Then for the Heat, Chris Bosh is checked in for Foster. Miller comes in for Prince. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Marquise Daniels. Now here is Miller. 14 points from him the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And it's James missing. The Magic trail by 9. Wide open. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Petrus has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Terrific setup. Excellent floor vision.
Wade outside. Takes it inside. Bosch finds Miller. And the wide open shot from Redick. The putback, and Howard with the 2nd chance points. Now just a 5-point Heat lead.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Sticking with his shot despite the good defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
When you think about it, Dwayne Wade is just a winner. A guy any coach would love to have playing for him.
And so here's Orlando. Now, here is Nelson. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's James. He had 22 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That is his 1st foul of the game. Howard, the pass to Petrus. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Howard in the post, working on Bosch.
Not only is he long, but he's stout on the defensive end. Bosch really tough to deal with.
1st and 3-point field goal percentage. And they were 2nd overall in scoring. They could really light it up on those nights when a few of the guys got hot.
And last season, everything started with their defense. You mentioned their #1 ranking in steals. The pressure they put on opponents was nonstop.
And didn't have a single free throw in that 1st quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the 2nd.
Now, here's Redick. He's got 5. Pass to Petrus. Anderson with the ball. Here's Nelson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Nelson's got 7 points in the game. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. In the 3rd spot, Dwight Howard.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
After that insane start, boy, he's really cooled down in the 2nd quarter.
Pass to Wade. James in the post. Defended by Anderson. James gets the bucket.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Nelson against Wade. Nelson, no luck. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 7-point differential. And then Wade slams it in.
Wade catching them off guard that time with the nice dribble move.
Well, Orlando shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Howard. Now Petrus. Covered by Miller. Now Nelson. Launches a three. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 10.
The point guard, Nelson, an effective three-point shooter because he understands.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Here's Nelson. The kick out to Anderson. Takes the three. Rebound by the Heat. Left side, Miller. To the middle. Nelson with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Nelson's got it. The fast break chance. Petrus from outside. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Petrus has got 8 points.
Able to sink the coveted and short corner three.
Pass to Chalmers. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Miller finds Bosch. Over Howard. Bosch can't get it to go. And here's Petrus. Anderson passes to Nelson. Three-pointer, Petrus. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Monster buzzer beater there. Helps carve into that deficit. Now it's anybody's game.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and had... We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Wade. Bosch, a screen on Reddick. Wade, Howard with the steal. Inside. For the tie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Much respect for the speed and IQ Nelson possesses. I mean, this guy's a crafty point guard who also knows how to get his guys going. A good mark of a leader.
And it's tied up with that one. And here's Miami. To the inside. Here's Miller. Wade outside. And a wide open look for James. The basket good off the assist from Wade. LeBron's got 21 in the game.
You know, LeBron's not really known for his quick trigger, but showing you right there that he does have catch and shoot ability. That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
And Petrus kicks to Nelson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Anderson against James. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Petrus. Kept alive Orlando. It's good. Nelson's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Petrus. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And Miami shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Anderson with the block. Reddick with it. Wade picks him up. For the lead. Nelson, no luck. Here's Miami now. To the middle. Here's Chalmers. And he uses the glass on the layup. Chalmers has got 5 now.
getting work done inside. Chalmers not being dissuaded by his size.
Outside, Reddick. Back to Nelson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Free throw drops for Nelson. And some changes here for the Heat. Jeff Foster's checked in for Bosch. Prince comes in for Mike Miller. And Daniels subbed in for Chalmers. Now Prince. He has yet to score. Here's LeBron. James absorbing hits on the drive.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And there's a whistle that goes on Marquise Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And here is the shot show as we see how things are going for Dwight Howard.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Anderson outside, pass to Petrus. Nelson with it, shoots it. The rebound by James.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, the scoring turns the tide.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency is, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami.
Howard, a physical and muscular, authoritative big guy who intimidates most nights. His physicality, very impressive.
Stolen by Anderson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And Howard with the stuff.
Powering it down off the lob, going up high where he can't be stopped.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And quickly, let's take a look at the stats for Nelson. Last season's performance for him. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And one of the better three-point shooters in the league last season. And as you said, he was really good from out deep practically every time we saw him play. Here's Petrus. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Marquise Daniels.
With the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
That one is no good. Miami trailing. Prince dishes to LeBron. Back to Prince. Stolen by Petrus. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And Nelson gets it to go. Nelson's got the lead up to 6 now for Orlando.
You must do more than that to stop him, especially when he's this close to the rim.
Pass to Daniels. To the paint. They need this. And it's Prince, that time on the assist by Daniels.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Nelson sets a screen for Anderson. No good on the triple. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Haslam. Pass to Foster. Heat moving the ball around. Reddick against James. Three-pointer, Daniels. It's good from long range.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Anderson outside. Petrus sets the screen for Anderson. Six on the shot clock. Out to Nelson. Shoots over James. It's deflected, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. LeBron powering in, and James throws it down.
Speed and power and the ability to finish with both hands make LeBron James's drives deadly.
Spins. Nelson kicks to Reddick. Howard with it. 20 points for him, and that one drops. Howard's got 22.
Nice dime there, put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Prince. LeBron is screen on Petrus. Prince with it. Now guarded by Reddick. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Gortat's checked in for Orlando. Lewis comes in for J.J. Reddick.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Dwight Howard on top. Fourth, LeBron James.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Pass to Petrus. Launches it. And it's Haslam with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Daniels. On the wing, James. Off target with his three. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Gortat. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Foster. Now Daniels. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gortat's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
James misses. Magic leading by 3. Nelson, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Prince penetrating. Lays it up off the glass. Prince has got 5 points in the quarter.
Awesome take that time. He was not going to be denied.
Pass to Petrus. Here is Gortat. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Lewis. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Banked in off the glass. Anderson's got his first basket.
The best way to pressure a defense is in transition. Nice job to get up the court there in a hurry.
And here's Haslam. Pass to Prince. No one near him. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. They get a hand on it. LeBron passes to Daniels. Kicks it out to Prince. Now here is Haslam. No scoring in this one. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Now Petrus. He's got 17. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
They're shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding the lead late.
And the Magic making a change here. Bass is checked in. Then for the Heat, Chris Bosh is checked in for Foster. Miller comes in for Haslow. And it's Chalmers in for James. Kicks it out to Prince. Offensive rebound. Miller outside. With the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An active scorer. Miller excels at putting pressure on defenders, really forcing them into a compromised position.
And Orlando making a change here. Duhan's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Wade, he's checked in for Marquise Daniels. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Duhan. Buries the long-range jumper. Duhan's got 5 now.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Right side Bosh. Here's Chalmers. Bosh dishes to Chalmers. Miami no good on that time either. Magic leading by 3. Here is Duhan. 5 points in the game. Outside for Lewis. Pass to Nelson. Clock at 6. Bass with a screen for Nelson. Bass with guarded now by Prince. Bass can't get it to go. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Bosh passes to Prince. Miller outside. From the line. Lewis grabs the board. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Right wing. Here's Nelson. Pass to Bass. And finished off by Bass.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Quentin Richardson's checked in for Jameer Nelson.
Third in rebounding, and they were third best in the league in terms of scoring off your mistakes. As good as anybody at turning your mistakes into makes.
And you just mentioned it. What a year it was for them on the glass. The sheer effort and energy they put into their rebounding was tremendous. Here is Duhan. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Lewis. Over Miller. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lewis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. Now here's Wade. Puts up a deep 3. Shard Lewis pulls it in.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Lewis.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Pass to Bass. Back to Lewis. The 3. Good on the triple. And it's a 9-point Magic lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And so it's Orlando in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
All right, Magic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Magic leading by 9. Duhan with the ball. Pass to Vesely. This one for 3. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Wade in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Well, Orlando shooting straight 49% from the field. And here is Vesely. And here is Duhan. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Chalmers outside. Down low, Bosh. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 5th assist in this one. Here is Duhan, defended by Chalmers. Gortat, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Chalmers outside. Kicks it out to James. From the arc. From range, LeBron is good.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Here is Duhan, defended by Chalmers. Duhan's shot is off.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Chalmers outside. Wade outside. Pass to Bosch. 5 to shoot. James in the post. He's against Vesely, and it's James missing. Now, here's Vesely. Covered by Miller, and it's Vesely missing. The Heat trail by 6. Wade passes to James. Here's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
Duhan kicks to Gortat. Got it. Good job in the low post. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Miller dishes to Wade. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Connects from 3-point range.
Boy, the big fella can really fill it up. Miller deadly from anywhere on the floor.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Quentin Richardson's checked in for Vesely.
Now in the lineup for your Magic, number 5.
So it's Orlando now.
Richardson.
Gortat with a screen on Chalmers. Duhan. Orlando gets it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Chris Bosh.
And once Gortat gets this close, you almost have to foul him. Can't give up that kind of position.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a 2-possession game now.
And Chalmers kicks to James. Strong inside. What a move by James.
How about that screen by D. Wade?
Here is Duhan, defended by Chalmers, and Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
He came in with the aggressive mindset, but didn't quite know how to pull back.
Howard's checked in for the Magic. And Miami also making a switch. Arroyo's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Marquise Daniels is checked in for Carlos Arroyo. Here's Duhan. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Foster's checked in for Daniels. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listened. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's LeBron outside. Drops in the tray. James has got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for Miami. The Magic have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Richardson up top. Wade is covering. Richardson, no luck. The Heat have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Bosh can't hit. Orlando leading. And the rejection by LeBron.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Outside Bosch. Back to James. Just 5 to shoot. Now, here's Wade. Here's Foster. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. In the corner, it's Richardson. There's the triple. Richardson missing again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's James. Here's Wade. Good, and the assist goes to James. Wade's got the game tied up here for Miami.
And it's a difficult task to try and stop Wade inside. He plays a physical brand of basketball and has a variety of moves to choose from.
For 3, Richardson. Richardson missing again.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Orlando's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And finished off by Bass.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Lewis passes to Duhan. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Lewis against Miller. Now Duhan. Bobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And Howard, one of the most dangerous players in the league when he rolls to the rim.
Wade outside. LeBron against Lewis. Here's LeBron. And he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 39.
This is what a clutch player looks like. He's 6 for 7 in the quarter as they try to close this game out.
Here's Howard. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wade outside. On the wing, James. Driving in. Stolen by Lewis. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Marquise Daniels is checked in for Miami. Miami's on 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. LeBron kicks to Daniels. Back to James. Pass to Wade. Miller with the ball to take the lead. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Howard's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And there is a whistle that goes on Marquise Daniels. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Heat making a change here. Prince is checked in. Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. And here we go with Bosch running it up the floor. Prince, the pass to Bosch. James up top. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Orlando's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Petrus has got 21 in the game.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Here's Wade. LeBron with a screen on Nelson. Wade kicks to LeBron. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one.
Good on the shot.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
The Heat making a switch here. Miller's checked in. And here's Anderson from the arc.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Tries the spin move. And it's sent back by Howard. And they're able to recover. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so it's Nelson with it. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Leading by 5. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's James. Rebound by the Magic. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bobbed up there for Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
And when I look at the box score, a higher percentage of assisted buckets is a great sign. Tells you the team is playing well offensively.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Prince is checked in for Daniels. The Heat trail by 7. Miller outside. Pass to LeBron. Shot to stop the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeBron's got 42 in the game.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game. Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Prince finds Wade. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
In Wade, we trust in the big moments. This guy knows how to get it done by himself in the clutch.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Left side, Bosch. Miller outside. Outside, James. From past the arc. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 4 assists in the game. Nelson outside. Pass to Howard. Over Bosch. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Sleep on Dwight Howard at your own risk. He steps up when his team needs him to.
Miller, the pass to LeBron. Back to Miller. From 17 feet out. Magic leading by 3. Here's Petrus. No good that time. Prince with the defensive effort. The Heat shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. From deep LeBron. It's hauled in by the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Inside. How that was a strong dunk.
You know, he's been in these tight spots before. Howard loves being the one to make the right decision in the clutch.
And it's Wade in the corner. There's the 3. Rebounded by Howard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's LeBron. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And the awareness on display there. Wade has a great understanding of when to be in attack mode and when to facilitate. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And the Heat call time here. They trail by 7. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
So it's Orlando winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew. thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.